I think Jay Fry clarified earlier, but yeah, it's the it's getting to level 2 and getting to level 3 when it says it on there. So we accomplished level 2. Didn't quite get to level 3, but thank you all for your support. Oh, what did I get? I got a pug? I got a hype train pug.
Aww.
That's very cute. Looks like Zombicorn got it too.
Nice.
Alright. You have to admit you've microwave fish at work? I did it once, accidentally, not thinking. Like when I first started working in an office. And I realized what I had done. And I quickly learned, yeah, no, that's something you don't want to do. It's the one time you don't want to take next day leftovers to reheat at your office.
I feel like you can get away with it with, like, just a salmon fillet, but the...
Think so? Like, you think, oh, it's not going to be that bad. But there's something about the process of microwaving it and how, like Stuart was saying earlier, how it kind of aerosolizes the smell that it just doesn't... It never works.
I feel like it's always the, like, processed, like, breaded cod fillets that are, like, the real big offenders.
They're all bad,
that are on, like, TV dinners, but...
I wish it wasn't the case, because it's tasty. It makes... Fish makes a great lunch. It's unfortunate that it just doesn't... is not a pleasant experience for those around you.
Yep.
So... Last time you streamed, you got to 20 beans.
Oh, gosh.
You got to go 20 beans and to get them all at once? And you made a smoothie with them?
Oh, no.
How did that take? That must have been very confusing. I feel like when you get to 20 beans... Well, no. When you get to, like, 3 beans, if you were to have those all at once, I feel like the flavors would mesh. Or not mesh. They'd be so conflicting, you wouldn't know what you were tasting. But, yeah. You're playing Farming Simulator, so you're going to lurk. No worries, thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Try not to be too interesting so you're compelled to pause often to type. We'll try not to be too interesting, Jay Fry. How is Farming Simulator? I have another friend who plays that and likes it. And I like simulation games, but I've never got into Farming Simulator or there's those truck driving simulators too. Fish and broccoli. Broccoli. Are you saying broccoli smells bad too if you microwave it? You'd rather not have done one at a time. You wanted to cook. Yeah. All right, that's fair. And you gave the option to do it all at once. Wow. Yeah. I mean, in a way, maybe that's better because when they all get mangled up like that, it may hide the more unpleasant ones. But then again, if you have a lot of unpleasant ones in that batch. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that would be like.
Yeah, it's like a sulfur smoothie.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too pleasant. Alright, well we've got the beans out of the way, the sriracha is finally starting to... I had like a fish sriracha appetizer today. Not my choice in appetizer, but I appreciate it for all the subs, thank you. Casey made a cookie once. Oh gosh, yeah. It was a pretty tough learning curve at the very beginning, but you're loving it. So many single-purpose machines to learn. Interesting. Huh. Alright. I have sort of wanted to check it out, but I'm like, I don't know if I would really keep playing it or not. I'm not sure if it would capture my attention, but everybody seems to like it when they try it, so one day. Maybe we'll try it on a gaming stream, one of our gaming streams that we do. We'll give it a try.
Do you mind handing me my glass, by the way?
Sure.
I would get up, but I had to put Little B in his pen because he was being very disruptive.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll let him out eventually.
Alright. Cool, so we're going to do the impossible pie today.
You cannot comprehend the true form of this pie.
It is actually interesting. So, have any of y'all not had the new plant-based meat stuff, either Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat? If you have had it, what do you think of it? Because we've sort of discussed it off and on the stream before in the past, and I think the consensus for most people is that Impossible is the preferred option. Some folks like Beyond more, that's fine. We definitely are in the Impossible camp. I'm not sure what it is about it. Like, to me, I think Beyond is a little bit you can kind of taste the chemicalness of it.
Yeah, it has like a artificial aftertaste, which
Yeah.
is weird when you're biting into a burger.
Yeah, it's hard to describe exactly what it tastes like, but it's just not what you expect. Impossible, the times we've had it before on a burger, I haven't been able to detect that it's actually Impossible. It does taste like a beef burger. And I don't know if that's more because of the stuff that's on the burger that's kind of masking that, but then again, I've been able to tell with Beyond that there's been a kind of an unpleasant taste to it.
The plant-based burgers are not 100% foolproof for everybody.
Yeah.
My work went out, and we were all intrigued by it, and some people were too scared to like order a whole one.
Yeah.
So we literally bought a Impossible burger and cut it up into like quarters. And one person literally couldn't tell the difference between it and a normal beef burger. They're like, okay, like that was a good beef burger, bring out the fake one. One person was just like, this is vegetables, I don't like it. And then two people were like, I can tell something's up with this, but it's generally a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
And so, like, I would generally say Beyond is, like, 85% there, and, like, Impossible's, like, 90% of the way there.
Oh, thank you for hosting New Vision. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, Zombicorn, you haven't had it. New Vision is pretty good. You haven't had it enough to have a preference for one over the other. Definitely if you make, like, a meatball sub with marinara, it tastes identical. And I think that's why we wanted to give the shepherd's pie a try, because I guess the real test would have been if we did a Beyond Meat shepherd's pie and an Impossible Meat shepherd's pie and compared the two. But that said, I think something with all the different flavors that are going on in shepherd's pie, I'd like to say either one, if you use it, it would be a good use for it, because if there is any kind of funkiness in there, the other flavors are going to hide it. But we'll find out. We haven't tried it before. We've only ever had burgers made out of this stuff, so it'll be interesting to do a different application for it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I wanted to... Ever since our grocery